So today I'm going to be making a marinade for some chuck roast meat that we cut up. Um, Hopefully it'll be good. You saw the ingredients. It's all pretty experimental as far as the cinnamon goes. The maple that we're going to be adding to it is new to marinades that we normally don't do, but we'll see how it tastes. So first thing we'll do, I guess, is let's put in the meat. Let's put in the meat first, and that way all the ingredients will go on top of it. I have a friend who is a chef and caters, and he might be watching this video and thinking, Chris, what are you doing? Maybe you shouldn't be putting in my meat first. I'm sorry. I'm not a professional cook. But it'll still taste good because it's all going in the same bag in the end. Okay, so we got our meat in there. And this is just chuck roast. We get it from Butcher Box, and it's pretty good. My hands are dirty, so let me go clean this really quick. Okay, so hands washed. Chuck meat is in. And now let's see, what are we going to start with? I normally don't measure things, but I feel like since we got these, it might be a good idea to start measuring things so I can like know exactly what I'm putting into things. So we will try with measurements, except for the vinegar. So the vinegar, we're just going to make a little splash. The Italian splash of that's exactly how much you should put in. So it's maybe a little bit less than a quarter cup, maybe add a quarter cup. We'll put in, let's say, a tablespoon of the amino acids. And this has a very good salty taste to it, kind of like soy sauce, if you haven't had it before. Put that here. Let's get this avocado oil in. This, maybe we'll do it half a table, we'll do 2 teaspoons of this. We don't want it to be, well, I guess the more fat the better when it comes to something like this. 1 and 2, and we'll just feel that out. See what it looks like after we start mixing it up all together. Alright, and now for our maple. Let's get all of our wet ingredients in first. And we'll go for a capful of this maple. That should be more than enough. And then I think we'll move on to our sugar. Let me go ahead and clean this off really quick, and we'll be right back. All right, so this is all clean again. Let's go ahead and this is Lakanto brown sugar. We thought it might be interesting to have a slightly sweeter meat, which is also why we put in the maple syrup. So let's see what this is going to taste like. I think we're just going to go for 1 teaspoon of this sugar because we don't want it to be too sweet, considering. So 1 teaspoon. See how that looks. Thinking maybe 1 more teaspoon. Might be a mistake, but we're gonna try it. Y'all are seeing this recipe for the first time, just like I'm seeing it for the first time, because I'm making it up as I go. Because that's what I like to do when I cook. I just like to make things up. All right. And now we have our seasonings. So some of these we don't want to go too overboard with. Like I probably went too overboard with this. I think let's go ahead and hit up the cinnamon first. And we are gonna go for half a teaspoon at a time, just to see. I'm not one for exact measurements. I never have been. I think it's fun just to experiment and pinch and dash and all those types of measurements. All right, that is our ground cinnamon. Let's go ahead and get some of our onion powder. Now you guys might be angry with me in a second because I said I was going to measure everything. I'm kind of feeling like I want to sprinkle this in. but I'm not going to. We're gonna go ahead and pop off the top. All right. Let's see. Let's go with, we'll still go with this half teaspoon. I'm just gonna pour it in here slowly. A little bit went in already, and that's okay. I'll just adjust to what I think it should be here. All right, got about a half a teaspoon of this. Let's go for 1 full teaspoon, just from the way it's looking. Because that's how I base all my cooking. How does it look? And I don't think it looked like it had enough yet. Put this baby back on, and then we'll go for our garlic powder. Let's see how this goes. I think we'll also go for a full teaspoon of this. So let me just go and straight up switch to our teaspoon. Oh yeah, there we go. It's a little bit bigger too, so it didn't fall as much in. And yeah, it's looking about the correct amount, especially with everything mixed inside. So we'll stick with the 1 teaspoon. We're gonna put a little bit of basil, and I think for this we might actually do a full tablespoon for this guy. Okay, there we go. And let's go for our Sriracha powder. Sriracha. I don't pronounce that correctly, but I can still put in my food. Ooh, this one's a little bit broken. Let's go ahead and make sure that it's not going to be pouring out all over the place. There we go. It's a little better. Let's see how that comes out. Just for a little bit of spice. Okay. There we go. And I like spice, so let's go a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that is about 2 teaspoons. And now we will add our salt. And there's already amino acids in there. Those are pretty salty, so we don't want to add too much salt. So I'm probably just going to do half a teaspoon for now. But we really like this red mint salt. Don't do too much. Some already spilled in, so I did a little bit less than half a teaspoon. And let's go ahead and just mix that up. We will just flip these over a little bit. Let it really get in there. Looking pretty good. Smells delicious. So, you know, that could be a good indicator that this will taste good. But you don't know. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just mix this up just a little bit more. And we're gonna be putting this back into the bag. After we put it into the bag, we're gonna slide in the rest of the sauce. We're gonna let it marinate in the fridge for a little bit, and we'll be cooking this up later today, tonight most likely. And after we start cooking it, we will see how it tastes afterwards. All right, see you in the next part. We have a medium heat on the grill. See how that goes. Some are a little bit larger than others. But they smell delicious. And this is just a really cheap chuck meat. So we like to do stuff to it just to make sure it tastes good. And I will just leave this on for now, and we'll use some of this juice and pour that on a little bit later. All right, let's see how it goes. over again one more time, just to make sure. Looks good. Looks real good. Oh, looks delicious. Alright, so these will be coming off now. Alright, and here comes the taste test. So we have our steak here. We did not bring out any utensils, because why would we do that? And we're just going to try out one of these for you before we take them inside and actually eat them.
Which one do you want me to do?
I'm thinking this one, because this one looks crispy and delicious. So we're going to do this one right here. Kind of see it. Kind of looks crispy. Looks pretty good.
So then you want the extra crispy part?
Yeah, I do.
It's hot. Oh, it's hot.
And don't burn yourself while you do this. This is why you need utensils, but we didn't think about that. Hot, hot, hot.
Okay.
Tear through the pain, Miss Angie. And yes, we are wearing matching shirts today.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh, we are.
I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and so do you. All right, let's go ahead and give a dink.
Dink.
All right. Tender. I definitely taste the sweetness.
You can taste all the flavors and like the char, crispy bits on the sides and everywhere.
Yeah. I taste the cinnamon. And I feel like the maple extract is there a little bit too, coming out with the brown sugar, the Lakanto's brown sugar that we use.
It does taste brown sugary and cinnamony.
Yeah. I feel maybe we could have used a little bit more vinegar. I feel like my splish splashes might not have been quite enough, because there's no real tang to the taste. It's more sweet. And I don't know, I guess when you want, I don't know, I guess it depends on what you're going for. If you like that tangier taste, you're going to want to put more vinegar in. If you like a sweeter meat, then the ratios we gave were pretty spot on.
It tastes exactly the way your hand smelled.
That doesn't sound weird.
Well,
but yes.
Now you know, if you mix it with your hands, the way your hands smell, most likely is the way your meat's going to taste. Right.
I think
it's a little less cinnamon than what your hands smell.
A little bit less cinnamony tasting, a little more sweet tasting. But like the cinnamon...
But not sweet in a bad way. It's
no.
Not...
And the sweet taste is there from the maple, I think. I don't really taste any of the sriracha sauce, sriracha powder.
No, but I feel it.
You feel it? I don't taste it.
It's not overwhelming. I don't know, I think it's kind of a nice balance, because it's not, doesn't just taste like sugar, like you're eating a dessert meat.
No.
It's not even as sweet as like a breakfast sausage or...
Yeah, no, it's definitely less sweet than that, but it is like on that same board.
And it's like, not salty.
No, it isn't.
Flavorful.
Yeah. Maybe a scotch more salt. I was afraid of putting in too much salt because we put in the amino acids. So maybe just a touch more salt. And other than that, yeah, it tastes really good.
It tastes really good.
Yeah.
You can taste...
I think the oregano's perfect.
Yeah.
Sriracha, maybe a touch more. Maybe a little bit more of the salt.
You don't taste the aminos either.
You don't taste the aminos at all. You don't taste the vinegar. So those two things kind of got lost a little bit in the marinade. Which I guess is good. You don't want like a vinegar tasting steak anyway.
I really like it. I think it's fine just the way it is, as I keep eating it.
Yes. It's definitely, I would do this exact one again, knowing that it's a very, what would the word be? A very... Trusted? Yeah, a dependable flavor, I would say. Yeah.
It's definitely nothing I've ever had before.
Yeah.
But it's still good.
So good. Dink.
Dink.
Ooh.
Pick the tough part.
And like I said, it's just cheap chuck meat.
But now it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It is softer than probably what it would have been than if you didn't marinate it or just cook it.
So, all in all, thumbs up. Thumbs up for this one.
High five.
All right. See you guys later.